Good evening YouTube, I'm OGF. This is Riot, my 2023 KTM 390 adventure. We're out for a short city spin on Diwali. Happy Diwali. This is the DJI Mic Mini and this is one of two microphones that I've got as part of my setup. Right now you're listening to audio from this microphone. I'm gonna quickly put it into my pocket and you're listening to the primary microphone that's inside my helmet right now. So yeah, hopefully this audio test isn't shit because I've tried doing this for a while now, but I failed. Where am I headed? Well, I just figured I'd go for a short spin around the city. I've been wanting to do a weekend ride, but there's been a lot of pending stuff at home that I've had to take care of. So I haven't been able to get out as much as I wanted to this weekend. Another thing that I wanted to check out today was the capability of this new rear suspension that I put on Riot. Now this is from the SW variant of the Adventure 390, again Gen 1 Adventure 390, but the SW variant which had preload and rebound adjustable. So I can customize that to my weight, to the amount of luggage I'm carrying, to the amount of comfort I need, so on and so forth. Right, so I have changed the preload to where I think the sweet spot lies, where it is a bit sporty in terms of the way it handles, and the rebound to an extent where it isn't too hard, it isn't too soft, it's just about right. I'm going to be testing that out today as well to see how well that works and make adjustments along the way if needed. So I don't know how good the audio quality on this secondary microphone would be, not because of the placement of it, but because of the sound of the single cylinder on this motorcycle. But yeah, we'll see how well it picks it up. Now, in my experience, I've noticed that going about -6 or -7 on the gain on the primary microphone, which is inside my helmet, and going all the way down to -12 or -10 on the secondary microphone works best. And that is what I tried with the Triumph Thruxton 400 that I had a chance to ride. I also just realized that I need to fuel up, and that's also something that I need to get done on this trip. You may hear a lot of pops and bangs, but I can guarantee you that's not my exhaust. That is Diwali celebrations going on here in Mumbai. Now the great part about this setup is you can customize how much of the audio you want to be captured from your primary and secondary microphone. And you can adjust the levels in post. So if I want to add a little more exhaust sound, I can bump that up. If I want to add a little more of my voice, I can bump that up too. And yeah, it does record on two separate channels if you put it in stereo mode where it's capturing, so that way you get easy customizations and easy level changes as and when needed. The good part about this setup is that it connects seamlessly once you've paired the devices together. So if I have previously connected my DJI Mic Minis to my Osmo Action 5 Pro, then reconnecting them doesn't have to be a whole process right from the start. The moment I switch on all three devices, they automatically connect and sync, and then it's just a matter of how I want them to interact with each other. While we are going to be talking about suspension on this ride, I think it is worth mentioning that a lot of people don't have the right knowledge about preload. You'd see a lot of YouTubers and content creators give out advice saying that you can lower the seat height of a motorcycle by dropping the preload, and technically, while it will drop the seat height of the motorcycle, that's not the right thing to be doing. Preload isn't meant for the seat height to be dropped. It's more related to the weight of the rider and luggage and anything else that goes on it, a pillion perhaps. If, for example, you're a short but a heavy rider who drops the preload, you're going to be sitting on like a cruiser motorcycle, even though you own an adventure or a street bike, because the front's going to be up, the rear's going to be dropped, and every time you hit a bump, it's going to behave very weirdly. That, coupled with the fact that it will make your handling very sluggish, that's not something you want. And I know there's a lot of motorcyclists and commuters who have given up on motorcycles altogether because the suspension caused them to have back pains and whatnot. But you know, we probably would have had more bikers, people who would have not switched to cars if they knew how to set sag and how to adjust the rear monoshock, at least on their motorcycle for preload. I know preload is something that comes adjustable with most, if not all, motorcycles that are available in India currently. Oops. And look at me dishing out advice and stalling. Then there are also some people who have motorcycles that have dual shocks, and the preload isn't set right on those either. And what I mean by that is the left shock would be set to a different setting, the right shock would be set to a different setting, and then they complain about aches and pains on one side of their body when they sit down on motorcycles and whatnot. And it's not that complicated if you do the research, but the research is important. Women, I know there's 2% women who watch my channel from my entire audience, but women or even men who have female companions who ride with them, can you tell me if you actually get impressed by people who ride like that? Yeah, so coming to my suspension settings now, there's a total of 10 clicks of preload that are available for the 390 Adventure. Well, this version of it, I believe the new one has a lot more adjustability available. And there's 20 clicks of rebound that's available too. What I've done based on the measurements and the research I've put together for this bike is I've set mine to I think just 4 clicks down from the hardest setting for preload, and I put about 8 clicks up from the softest setting, so that's from 0, or rather from 1 I put it to 8 for rebound, and that's comfortable for me. I think the motorcycle has done something it's never done before. It's understood what rebound is. The stock suspension that came with this, which didn't have adjustability, well, not rebound adjustability at least, never really kind of bounced up and down just a little bit, you know, after hitting a bump. It used to just directly push you up, and very aggressively too. MotoGP wheels on a Royal Enfield Classic. I've seen it all. I have seen it all. Unfortunately, got the news that India Bike Week's dates have been changed from the 12th and 13th of December to the 19th and 20th, or 20th and 21st. I'll put that up on the screen right now. But yeah, it's a bit of a bummer for people who've already booked their stay, and I won't say travel because most people would be riding down, but there were some people in the comment section of the post that India Bike Week shared who were complaining about their airfare being reimbursed, which is weird, but to each their own, I guess. This is probably the one time me being a bad planner for my trips and vacation worked out well for me. I don't have any rescheduling or cancellation to be done. Okay, there is this one nice petrol pump which is on the slope up ahead, where I'll stop and fuel up, get some of that towny fuel into the bike and see whether my bike puts on an accent after that. Full tank, please. Sada. Let me just reset everything. Wow, I didn't think you'd be allowed to burst firecrackers out here in the open like this, but here we are. I thought Shivaji Park was one of the places that were kept for these kind of activities, because I saw a reel yesterday about it. Well, it's always nice to see Mumbai lit up for any festival, be it Diwali, Christmas, New Year, whatever it is we're celebrating. And I'm sure it looks absolutely beautiful from the air too. I mean, what's the use of having that warning sign on your rear view mirror if you're going to turn into the right lane anyway? I think this is one of the few times people will actually stop for a signal just to watch and enjoy the fireworks around them. Saw this reel earlier today about China breaking their own record for the largest drone show, and well, I don't think they were celebrating Diwali, but it did seem like a fascinating idea for us to be able to have maybe some sort of centralized way of celebrating this festival together. Oh, he's going to remove his phone to record while riding? Oh no, just to squeeze it between his helmet and his head. Oh, this is interesting. Riding underneath fireworks. Alright, let me know what you thought about the audio quality on this video. I have tried to blend it in as well as possible, keeping in mind the sound of the engine and the multiple crackers bursting around me. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not, please share your comments. As always, please wear your helmets while riding your motorcycles. And happy Diwali once again. Ride safe. It's a freaking jungle out there. Goodbye.